Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the HTML and CSS tutorial by PHN Technology Private Limited. So in the previous tutorial we have created a iframe, and in that we have uploaded a PDF of our resume, and it looks something like this, right? And we have given it some padding. Now if you have a single resume, you must have given a single iframe. Okay, and then we have created a download button. Now we have used a button tag for that. Now that button tag has a lot many attributes. I hope you must have done some little bit of research or digged in some a lot, but let me just give a little bit of explanation for the button tag. Now the button tag has a lot of attributes such as name, autofocus, type, disabled and many others. Basically button can be seen inside a form, and so there are so many attributes related to the form only. Okay, so we will see how to use the button tag, and we are going to focus a little bit on the attribute autofocus. Now what does the autofocus does? As the name suggests, the autofocus brings that particular thing in a focus. That's right. So I have entered autofocus and then I have linked on click, that whenever I click on autofocus, what should happen will be written inside the double quotes. Then in the inverted commas we have to enter, we will enter the content, whatever focus we want to bring inside it. Okay, so I am going to enter alert. Now what this alert is going to do, it is going to bring a dialog box. Like whenever you fill a form, there's a tab or a little bit of dialog box appears in which it is said that yes, you have submitted the form. So we are going to use that, and for that we are going to enter the text inside the quotes. Okay, so the quotes are going to be, we are going to enter, you can download the resume here. So whenever I click on my button download, what dialog box will appear? You can download the resume here. So let's just see if it happens for this or not. So actually it is going to redirect to different page, right? So we'll click on download and you can see you can download the resume here. This page is going to say this, and then it will redirect it to there. So we have learned about autofocus and button, okay, and some attributes which can be very much useful for this particular section. Now we cannot explain you every attribute of a particular property. We cannot explain every value of every attribute. So here is where you explore. If you have any doubts, you can always put it in the comment box and we will reply to it. Okay, so we are waiting for your doubts eagerly. Now what you can do here is, we have given the download here. Now we need to style the button. It's too plain, right? It has adapted to the default styling of the browser. So we'll style the button over here. Now you can give your button a particular class if you are going to enter so many buttons. Okay, if you want all your buttons to be inside, to be the similar, then you don't have to give that, because this particular element selector would help us in defining every styling for every button on the page. So we'll give the, first of all, let's just change the background color, and you can always choose the background color as any color using the color picker of W3 Schools. I'm just going to give it gray, and then let's just say if I want the border or not. I can say border none. Also let's just define the font size inside it. So we can style every little thing inside the border. Even we can give the button a shadow. Now let's just see when will we give that shadow. Okay, so first we'll give font size as 20 px. Now after this this is how much I want to give for my button. You can add more styling to it as much as you want. Okay, so it has appeared in here. So we have to give it some margin, right? The left side margin. And enter it as 10px, or let's just enter in percent. It would be a lot helpful. So let's just refresh it and click on Ctrl Shift I. As soon as I click on that, you can see this particular my inspect options panel has appeared. So I'll just select the button over here. Okay, and define the, okay, it's still coming. Where's our button? Let's just go on the button. Okay, here's the button. Okay, so I have given the wrong name, so you can see it has not been applied. Now actually what should be the property name? It should be margin left. That's right. So this is how our inspect option sometimes helps us when we forget the property names. Now we can increase the number over here, and we can define the margin from here. So let's just give a margin top as well, because it needs to space it from the iframes. So let's just give it as 2%. Okay, it is perfect. So let's just decrease it. We want it in the center, right? So to bring it in the center, what we are going to do, it is in center now. Yes, it is in center. So let's just copy this and paste it inside our button. Now save it. Sometimes the editors don't help us a lot, and that's why we use the inspect option, because they just create a very much easier platform for us to code. Okay, so my download button has been created. Now you can see it as curved brackets and things like that. Now you can define each and every detail over here. Now whenever I click on download, and what is going to happen, this particular thing is going to come, and I'll click on OK, and after that I'll be redirected to the page. Now I think that I should get the chance to even decide the file name over here, right? So how can I do that? For that, we just need to go in our Ahref and add an attribute download. Here we can decide if this particular file is downloadable. We can decide that the file name when the person downloads that in his particular system. So I want to give it as resume and my name, so that it is easy for the person to remember that whose resume this is, right? So just have a long-term thinking whenever you are creating something. So let's just refresh it. Okay, let's just take this back and refresh it. So you can see automatically my download button has come in autofocus. Now here we are going to learn about one more thing, the pseudo class selectors. Now the pseudo class selectors are basically the little things which we think about a element. Things like whenever I hover my mouse over a particular thing, how should it react? All these things can be animated, can be given styling using the pseudo class selector. So how are the pseudo class selector declared? So we are going to give that to a button. So this is my element, and then would come a colon and then the pseudo class selector. And now what does the hover mean? That whenever I take my mouse on the button, so I can change the color of my button, background color. So what we have done, we have given a pseudo class selector and we have given some background color red. Now why isn't this particular thing appearing? This is because we have given some space. So we don't need that space, and what do we need? We need that particular selector, then a colon and the pseudo class selector. Now we'll discuss a lot more about pseudo class selector in the upcoming tutorials, and also we will animate these particular elements which we are using right now. Now you can see whenever I hover on that download button, it is turning into red. Now there are so many attributes and values which you can try. So the creativity depends on you. So we have now created our resume section. So let's just meet in the next tutorial and create the next section. Thank you.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.